What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about Alien Romulus, the next in line in chronological order for like the Alien franchise. Which I mean, if we're talking about release date, is the newest one. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. Um, I think this is actually the only Alien movie I've seen in theaters, if we're not counting like AVP. Um, I really enjoyed this movie. Uh, I think it's one of the better ones. I don't think it's as good as like obviously Alien or Aliens. Uh, it's more in the ballpark of like Prometheus, but it's probably I feel like it. I don't put it on the same level. It's like just a little bit worse. But I mean, it's not. It's just nitpicks for me, mostly that bring this movie down a little bit. Uh, but yeah, this is a I don't know. This is like one of the best theater experiences I've ever had. I went. I think I actually saw it after work, or it might have been like my day off. I just happened to go really late, but I'm pretty sure it's after work. At I went to like Craft Eight, and is like their latest showing. I think is like 10:30 or something like that. And I don't know. I smoked a little bit before, and got amped up for it, and I went in, and I happened to be. It's the only time I ever experienced this. I was the only one in the theater, and I've never experienced that before. And I don't know. It's like pitch. You know how it is in the theater. It's like pitch dark, and like I'm the only one there, and it was actually. I don't know. I feel like it made me. I enjoyed this movie a lot more. I feel like because of that kind of I don't know. They just added to the whole experience, but that was it's probably one of my best theater experiences I've ever had. But anyways, about the actual movie, yeah, I thought it was. I mean, it had. I don't know. The feel of it was. I really liked it. It gave me like an old school like Alien vibe. Um, Obviously, some things were ramped up and uh, more intense than they usually are. Like one of my favorite scenes are like or little sequences I should say are when they're like getting chased by like the like dozens of face huggers. Like that shit was really intense. And or like the scene where yeah, like I mean when they first experience them, and then you have the scene later on where they like turn the temperature of the room to match the our body heat temperature, and they like the dude's sister is what happens to her? I think she's like getting chased by the xenomorph or something, and like he starts panicking, and that's like changes his temperature, and then the face huggers spot them, like they get chased by him again. Like that shit was pretty intense. And forgot the fact that it's like multiple alien like xenomorphs in this movie. I thought it for some reason I thought it was just one, but that was a pretty cool surprise to see that as well. And again, I thought the aliens themselves looked pretty good. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like hit or miss. Like Alien Covenant, I you know what I mean? Like I didn't really care for the xenomorphs until like we. Well, I mean they weren't actually xenomorphs. They were like what I don't know the fucking the white blobby like fleshy ones, and then you eventually get xenomorphs like towards the end, and those look pretty good. But I feel like I mean those were obviously like probably like computer graphics and shit. While these ones for the most part seemed more prosthetic, which they looked really good. For more majority of the scenes, obviously like when it's like multiple aliens running in that one vent scene where the like I mean, he's not really like the Rains' boyfriend, but like they have like chemistry or whatever. When he gets like taken out, uh, that would probably be like where they look the worst, and they still look pretty good. Um, but yeah, it's just I thought they look pretty good. Obviously, they're I don't know. I feel like I still like Alien and Aliens for like the actual xenomorph the most, but these ones do a damn good job. Um, but yeah, the also like the I really enjoyed the cast for the most part. Like Reigns is really good. Uh, I mean I thought Andy at first like I don't at first like I didn't really care for him, but then he grew on me like just the acting ability to like you act like Andy from like when we first meet him, and then when they put in the like the chip that makes him like compatible with like the science like gives him clearance for like the science wing and like shit like that, and he like completely changes because he has like the prime uh his prime like objective or like just I don't know, like his main like goal or like his purpose is for the company. You know what I mean? Like he's taken over, he's corrupted, and like he's like a completely different character at that point. And I thought, I mean, in a way, obviously it's the same person, but like in a way, it's like a completely different personality. And I thought that was pretty good. Uh, the then you have I think the sister that's like pregnant and she gives birth to the weird pretty much like a human alien thing. I think that's the chick from Last of Us season 2, which she does a pretty good job in this. Like I like her character. Uh, you know what I mean? Like she does good for what she her purpose. She's not really like a big role. Mainly, she's just like a I don't know. She's just like kind of off to the side until she's like chased by the xenomorph, and then later on she gives birth to like the weird like human offspring thing, and yeah, like those scenes were pretty fucking disgusting. Like an Alien Resurrection, I didn't really care for. Like the scenes with its like weird human hybrid. They didn't like. I like I like the idea, but they didn't really execute it that well. Is definitely a lot weirder. This movie is just a lot more grotesque and like horror, in which I feel like it really nails and like adds to this the movie. I mean like you think it's over and then they have this whole section to it, which I thought it was great. Like you know what I mean? Like I couldn't say that if you didn't have this in, it would be a better movie. Like I thought it was pretty good. Um, Still weird, like, but I thought it's pretty good, pretty unsettling. Just like the creature itself looks fucking disgusting, but it's pretty badass. The main thing I don't like with their like I don't know like computer graphics or like their effects or whatever is they brought back Ian Holm. I mean, obviously he is passed away by this point, R.I.P. But they, you know what I mean, like they bring back his droid character. I mean, not from the first one, but like a version of it. Like like obviously they make more than one version of a droid that looks the same. I mean, like you have multiple quotation marks Davids, in Alien Covenant and stuff. But I wish they would have. What I would have liked more, because the computer graphics in this scene whenever it shows him just looks so fucking bad that's like the one of the major flaws of this movie for me. Uh, they should have just made him mangled. You know what I mean? Like mangled up, where you don't really have to use too much to get his look and stuff. You know what I mean? Like maybe just like have like part of the face or something, and mainly just rely on his voice, you know? But they, I don't know, I feel like that would have made it a lot better. Like, I wouldn't even be talking about it, you know? Like, I'd be like, oh, yeah, it was pretty, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that they bring back his, like the droid version of, you know what I mean? Like, this, like, style of droid. But I feel like they could have executed it a lot better. And I don't know, I don't know. Besides that, I I don't really have too many nitpicks about it. Um, Mainly just like the other cast members, like I mean the not really not I don't know. We'll just call him the not boyfriend. I mean they obviously have chemistry and shit like that. They care about each other. I can't remember his name. He At first I did not like his character whatsoever. I thought he's just annoying and grating like the his cousin, but he grows on me. Like he actually turned into, I'm like, all right, he's all right. He's not bad. Like he's a decent character. Not nearly like obviously these are the two that I prefer throughout the movie. The cousin is just I was glad when he died. I was like, finally we get rid of this fucking asshole. And then I don't know, like I don't know her name. Like she was like the bald Asian lady. She I don't know, she did a pretty good job. Like I didn't mind her character. I mean, I still a little she's an asshole, like kind of like well, I mean like you knew she was going to be one of the first to go, but yeah, she's just I don't know. They were all good for what they were. You know what I mean? Like they were written that way. They delivered. Uh but I mean, I just found some of the side characters annoying. But other than that, is like there were multiple scenes where you could tell it's like maybe because it's like a main character that they want to like oh we can't have him die off at this point like seemed to be like kind of like plot armor like things were taking their time like all right in this scene one you have all the xenomorphs chasing down like running to them like you know what I mean like they're chasing down the corridor the hallway or whatever and it keeps like it does like almost like an Indiana Jones thing where it's like they're almost like running in place and then right after this like you have the gravity turn off and then she is like shooting all the xenomorphs and there's like multiple times where he's like saying you're at 20%, which she's shooting a lot in between him saying like 20% left. And so that was a little annoying and also like there's a scene where she gets caught by a xenomorph in like the elevator shaft and there's like the xenomorph could have easily killed her like 10 times over, but it doesn't and then Andy comes down with uh the what the pulse rifle and then some corny lines like trying to be nostalgic for like the older like Alien and Aliens and stuff that kind of didn't really hit, but overall I thought it was a great movie. Like the story's pretty cool. It's like it's simple. Like they're just on this like mining colony where it's depressing. Like they get like no sunlight and it seems like they just like work all day and then you just mine and die pretty much with I don't know. It just seemed like a terrible place and then it's like all these kids, well like young adults, like they're uh well I mean what, they're probably like in their I'm guessing like 20s. So yeah, like young adults like I don't know, like they're like they don't want to end up like their parents, so they happen to stumble across this they think it's like a Weyland Yutani decommissioned ship and they go up there and it's like a space station kind of like the Sevastopol in Alien Isolation, which I thought that was pretty cool to kind of I don't know, they show a lot of the I mean, obviously it's based off Alien and Aliens technology, like looks and aesthetics, but obviously there are certain things in Alien Isolation that aren't shown in those movies that they add into this to kind of give it more like the technology and like the what they're doing and stuff on screen a little bit more depth, which I thought was really cool. Also bring like just the fact that they're like connected, like the black goop and like the engineers stuff to all the way to like the human hybrid to resurrection. Like it's like I don't know, this movie, while it's trying to be a lot of like very like nostalgic and like member berries and stuff, which I mean like sometimes sometimes movies don't execute well on that. Sometimes they execute on that very well. Like uh, one that I very much enjoy would be like Star Wars Episode 7. I thought that was a pretty good movie. This is fucking a great movie. Then you have ones where it's like, I mean, I might get some hate for this, but like, all right, like Halloween 2018, where it's like, it's good, but I mean, it could have been like it's sometimes it's just like, all right, this idea, I don't know, like certain ones like that where it's like the or like kind of like with comedies that like they do a sequel and it's been too long and they lose the magic, or it's like, oh, Bad Santa 2 or Joe Dirt 2 or Happy Gilmore 2 or uh what's the other Anchorman 2, like it's just sometimes going like sometimes it's hit and miss, but this one executes it very well with also trying to add in things and connect things, and it does an amazing job with that, which I just add gives it bonus points. You know what I mean? It's doing the best of both worlds. And I don't know, I thought, like, again, like I thought the cast did a very great job of acting. Like the like shots where like they're in space and it's like showing like the planet with like in it's like the rings around it and stuff like that looked beautiful, and just like even like when they're down in the beginning like on the colony, like the mining colony, like that stuff even looks like, I mean, it's depressing, but it looks amazing. Like in the ship in the Sylvester, like not Sevastopol, but the Romulus and Remus Remus like they, I mean, like it's shot very well, and like just the look and aesthetic of everything is just like it's beautiful. It's just like a better, not it's not better, but like a like the like it's hard for me to say. I'm not trying to say like it looks better than Alien or Aliens, but like it's, I mean, it's like 2025, you know what I mean? Like the cameras look cleaner, like everything, like it's just, I don't know, looks fresh. I don't know. I really liked it. I'm kind of rambling on. I would give this movie probably like an 8.75, maybe a 9, around there. It's very good. I'd give it like, I'd say it's like, out of the 7 Alien movies, it would be like number 4. It's exactly like in the middle. It'd be like Aliens would be like 1/2. You know what I mean? Like they're tied for 1 and 2. And then you have Prometheus. Then I'd say Alien Romulus. And then this is gonna kind of spoil my next reviews for the other ones. But then I'd say like Alien 3. And then I'd say, I would probably say, I mean, I haven't rewatched Resurrection, so asterisks. I mean, I've seen it multiple times in my childhood and stuff, but it's been a while since I've seen it, and I haven't rewatched it yet doing this review. So you know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. But going off what I remember of those movies, obviously I put probably Alien Covenant above Resurrection, but they'd be like within like a 0.25 or 0.5 within each other. But anyways, yeah, I'd give it like an 8.75 or a 9. This is a great movie. I had a fun time in the theater. I just watched it probably like an hour ago. It was great then too. Like I probably didn't enjoy it as much as like in the theater, but but that's just because of how you know what I mean? Like that's one of the best theater experiences I've ever had with like just being completely alone and shit. Like I was actually kind of scared. But as a movie as like a whole, like it's just as good as when I watched it in theater. It's like you know what I mean, like the actual like viewing of the story and just like the characters and everything. It's a great movie. I hope it. I don't know. I hope it just because I heard like I heard good like critics and like fans like this movie quite a bit. I hope it brings us like a deep like. I hope we don't have to wait a long time for another Alien movie. I hope we get. It doesn't have to be like a sequel to this. Like I could see this like with the characters being one and done, and I'd enjoy that. I'd actually. Don't get me wrong. I think Rains is a really good character. I probably put. She's not as good as Ripley. She ain't as good as Shaw, but she's right behind. Like she's a good, not antagonist, a protagonist. Uh, yeah, just if they do a sequel to Alien Romulus, if they do like a Romulus 2, please do not kill her off. For the love of God, don't kill her off screen. Because that's the reason why pretty much Prometheus is not a perfect movie. Or not Prometheus, but Alien Covenant. It's like the major flaw for me is like you killed off Shaw to do. I enjoy that movie. I thought it was cool. It's like, but it's like they're like a, like a engineer droid era of this franchise version of Aliens, and it's like it's cool, but I feel like we could have did something better, with Shaw and David and going on forward with that. But I don't get me wrong, I still highly enjoy every single Alien movie. But I just hope they don't do. I just want to see these characters in the next one. But anyways, yeah, I hope it brings a lot more Alien, not a lot more, but like like bring some more Alien movies. Like maybe we go back and actually finish, like Ridley Scott finishes that trilogy. Maybe we get like a sequel to this, or who knows? Maybe like that would be crazy. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I love Sigourney Weaver. Like I love her to death. Like she's one of my favorite actresses, just because of, like Ghostbusters and fucking Alien, and she's like an I mean it's insignificant. It's a very like insignificant role, but like I love her in like Paul. But yeah, she's just she's a great actress. But yeah, like I wouldn't want to see like a legacy sequel type thing with her coming back. I feel like just add like kind of like what Evil Dead's doing. Just add some like new like little like one-off installments here and there that kind of maybe connect to the grander scheme of things, kind of clear, delve into the lore a little bit, clear things up. I think that'd be very cool. Other than that, like, yeah, I don't want to like go back and do member berries and stuff, which this kind of dabbles in that, but it does it in a very, very beautiful, like, well received way. But anyways, it's gonna be the end of this movie review. It's gonna give it again an 8.75 or maybe like a 9 by the time I edit this. Well, not really edit, but just like add the score, and I'll decide between those two. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stuck around this long, thank you very much for watching. And if this is your first video, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to like subscribe to the channel, because we have a lot more content, like a lot more movie reviews, and like play a lot of games and stuff like that. But come check us out, and like we also have like a Twitch channel and like some socials and stuff if you want to follow those. But if you are a repeat viewer, thank you for the support. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.